Hi everybody, I'm back. Everybody, Jeannie Young is back and I'm back with yet another amazing recipe. I'm going to show you all how to make a sausage and pasta dish. Listen here, this sausage and pasta dish, it's very simple, it's a lot of fun, and it's packed with flavor. And listen here, it tastes so good. Here's what you're going to need to make Jeannie Young style sausage and pasta. Okay everyone, we have our beautiful ingredients. I'm so excited to be able to show this recipe to you all. It's so simple and it's packed with flavor. So what I like to use is bratwursts. I'm going to use the Lager bratwursts today. They are amazing. Now listen here. You don't have to use these bratwursts. You don't have to use bratwursts. You can use an Italian sausage, a sweet sausage. You can use some type of smoked sausage, any type of sausage that you would like to use. If you're a fan of the turkey sausage or the chicken sausage, whatever you can use, okay? Me personally, I just love to use these. So you can see that I have 3 whole cloves of garlic, and we're going to use some Trompetti. I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. If I'm saying it wrong, please forgive me. But we're going to use these noodles today. Okay, I like to say Trompetti, and they look somewhat of like a trumpet. Okay? And they have grooves on them that holds the sauce. Okay? So then, we have sea salt, parsley flakes, garlic powder, cracked black peppercorns, red chili pepper flakes. The red chili pepper flakes is really optional. If you're a person that does not like a little bit of heat, then just omit it and you don't have to use it. We are going to use tomato puree, and that is a 13 ounce. And we're going to use tomato sauce as well, and this is a 15 ounce. And they are both Hunt's name brand. Me personally, I absolutely adore Hunt's puree and tomato sauces. I have Cannellini beans that I'm going to rinse off in cold water and drain. We have a nice fresh tomato, an onion. I have shaved Parmesan and fresh basil. So let's get started. The first thing that I want to do is start to make sure your hands are impeccably clean first of all. Let's go ahead and chop up our beautiful veggies. Okay? And what I want to do is let me grab a different knife. One of the garlic cloves, I want to just smash it, just like so. Okay, that's a nice smash. And I'm going to throw this in the water that I have boiling for my noodles. I have the water boiling for my noodles. I put a little bit of olive oil in, and I salted the water. I'm going to put this in because I want to flavor my noodles. I'm going to put that in the water right now. Beautiful. And then these 2 garlic cloves, are going to be sauteed up for the base of our sauce. Okay? In order to make a nice, beautiful tomato sauce, you always want to start it off with fresh garlic. Fresh garlic, 2 nice cloves will do you. And we're going to cook that garlic until it gets nice, beautiful, and golden brown. And then we're going to chop up some of this onion. And you don't need too much. Just a little bit will go a long way. I think I'm going to use the half of the onion here. And we're going to saute that up with our onions. Yes, I'm going to saute this up with our garlic. Sorry, guys. I hope that you all are having a beautiful weekend. If y'all haven't had a chance to check my video out that I did yesterday for the grilled lamb burger. The lamb burger was absolutely amazing. It's so easy to make, and listen here, it tastes so good. If you haven't seen that video, check it out because it was a fun video and the taste is outrageous. You all never had a lamb burger before? You need to make you one. Otherwise, you're going to miss out. All right, so we're going to have that onion just like so. All right, I'm gonna scoot that over onto a platter. Okay, so I've moved my onions and garlic over towards the stove. And now we're gonna do these bratwursts a little bit different than normally you all see me. You know how normally when I make bratwursts, I will boil them first. I'm not gonna do that today, but I'm gonna show you a different way that you can do these as well. And they're gonna get nice and well done this way. What you're gonna do is you're gonna cut these on somewhat of an angle, okay? Just like so. All right? And I'm gonna cut into each one until they're all cut. Now you can take the skin off if you like. Me personally, I leave it on. It doesn't bother me one bit. Okay? If you want to take yours off, you can. And we're just going to slice each one just like so. I adore bratwursts. I can have bratwursts for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Absolutely I can. I love them. I love the kind with the cheese. I love the kind with the beer. And I'm not a fan of Italian sausage. And those of you that are familiar with me, you'll see that I rarely use Italian sausage because I don't like the fennel seeds in the Italian sausage. So I just don't buy it. I'd rather buy bratwursts because I love the flavor. I'm going to continue to cut these others, and I'll be right back. Okay, everyone, so you can see that we have our sausage nice and cut up. Let's make our way over to the stove and I'll show you our first step. Okay, everyone, we've made our way over to the stove and you can see that I have the garlic, the olive oil and salt, and our water that's boiling. Let's go ahead and get some noodles down into this boiling water so that our noodles can cook. What you're going to do with the noodles is you want to make sure that you cook your noodles for 11 minutes. If you cook these noodles for 11 minutes, they're going to cook up just beautifully. They're going to be nice and al dente, and what al dente means is chewy to the tooth. And that's what you're wanting. So these will come back up to a boil, and they're going to have that beautiful garlic flavor. Okay? Make sure you salt your water. So you can see over here in this pan, I have just a little bit of olive oil just to coat the bottom of the pan. And we're going to put our bratwursts into the pan, just like so. I'm going to wash my hands and I'll be right back. Anytime you touch raw meats, you always want to wash your hands because you don't want to transfer bacteria to anything else that you may touch. So I have my bratwursts cooking on a medium-high heat, or not a medium-high heat, on a medium heat. And we have our noodles going. I'm just going to give them a nice stir. All right. Just a few times around, just like so. My mouth is watering already. The bratwursts smell amazing. And I can't wait till they start to get nice and golden brown so I can sneak one out of the pan. You better believe I am. I want to start to go in and turn some of our bratwursts and see if they're starting to get nice and caramelized and golden brown color. Okay, that's what you're wanting. And because we've cut them open, they're going to get done in the middle. So you don't have to worry about, you know, like pre-boiling them usually like I do. Or like I usually do. Okay, nice and beautiful. And the little bit of oil that the bratwurst is going to leave in the pan, leave it in there. We're going to use that all for flavor. It's going to flavor our sauce up nice and beautifully. Take a peek in over here at our noodles. Give them a nice whirl, just like so. Beautiful. Okay, so what I've done is I've decided to turn up my sausage temperature from medium to medium high because these bad boys are cooking like driving Miss Daisy. Like they're not getting golden brown. So I've turned them up and now we'll start to see them cooking. Let's see if our sausages are cooking. Oh yeah, We're starting to get that nice, beautiful golden brown color, just like we're wanting. Let me grab that sausage. Get back in that pan. So today is Saturday, and I'm so excited. I love Saturdays because me and my husband, we take time out to do something together. You know, with your family, you want to do something. You want to find quality time. You want to make time to spend with your loved ones. And so today we'll be watching movies. And what we like to do is we'll do movies back to back to back. So we'll start our movies tonight, probably about 8 o'clock, until the early mornings. We'll just watch movies. We might fall asleep. We'll wake up, watch another movie. And I'm so excited because we have so much fun. We eat dessert together. And we're going to enjoy our Saturday. Hopefully we can find a good movie. And I'm sure we will. Netflix is amazing. You can find just about any movie that you want. Me personally, I don't know about you all, but I love a nice scary movie. I like to be sitting on the edge of my bed, just shaking in my boots. That's how scared I like to be when I'm watching a movie. I like some action, but more scary movies. Or suspense. Suspense is amazing as well. Okay, everything's cooking up beautifully. And my noodles are almost done. See how let me show you. See how they've puffed up a little bit? It's such a beautiful, interesting noodle. And like I said, you see how it looks like a trumpet, kind of skinny towards the end and it comes out. But it does have the ridges, and I said this earlier in the video, it does have ridges and the sauce just sticks to it. It's amazing. And then if you know, your sauce goes down into the middle, and if you have cheese, it sticks to this as well. Now my sausages are cooking. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so while our sausages cook up and our noodles finish cooking, let's go ahead and chop up some tomato. Anytime you are not making your sauce fresh, you always want to have some type of freshness go into your dish. And that's why I'm going to always use one fresh tomato. It's going to really bring out the beautiful flavor in the sauce. Okay? Absolutely it will. So we're going to use this whole tomato. It's going to release its beautiful juice, and it's going to release amazing flavor as well. Sometimes when I make certain dishes, I will put sugar in it. What I'll have to do with this dish is I want to taste it first. I'll give it a taste, and I'll see if I feel like I need just a pinch of sugar. I feel like when you use a little bit of sugar in any of your red sauces, what it does is it cuts down on the acid. And if you have a family member in your family that deals with acid reflux, the sugar kind of calms the acid down a little bit. You know, that's what I feel like. At least my husband, sometimes he gets acid reflux. And if I put sugar in a dish, he'll say, I'm fine. I didn't get it today. I didn't get heartburn, you know. And then the little bit of sugar that you put in there, don't worry about it being sweet, because it doesn't make it sweet. You're not putting enough sugar in it to alter the flavor. You might taste it just a little bit, but it's not overwhelming at all. Okay, so we have our nice, beautiful tomatoes. Let's take a peek in at those sausages one more time. Our sausages look absolutely amazing. I tasted one of my noodles and they just weren't done yet. Okay, so we're not going to drain them yet. They're a little too chewy. I'm going to continue to cook those noodles for maybe 2 or 3 more minutes. Now this here, let me show you. This here, that's the golden brown color that you want to achieve on your bratwurst, okay? Beautiful. Achieve that color on all sides of your brats. That caramelization color, it's going to give you amazing flavor, okay? Ooh, you see that one right there? Oh yeah, baby. See this right here? This is right up my alley. This is young. This is lunch at the Young's house Saturday afternoon. A meal fit for a king. A meal fit for a queen. Take the time to make your family a nice, well-balanced meal. They'll thank you for it. Now this right here that I just put in is the garlic and onions. It's okay to put them in now because our sausages are just about done. Is this amazing? You better believe it is. Ooh, that bad boy look good right there. We're gonna let our garlic and our onions saute up until the onions get nice and translucent, and your garlic is gonna start to get a beautiful golden brown color. Oh yeah. And the sausage will continue to cook as well. Let's get everything nice and married all together. And then, as soon as my garlic is nice and golden brown, what we're going to do is we're going to put our fresh tomato in. And let that tomato get in there and start releasing its beautiful flavor and juices. Okay, meanwhile, let me take a peek in over here at our noodles. Our noodles are perfectly done. Let's take them out and drain them right now. And one thing that I don't want you all to forget, remember, if you're not a fan of pork, by all means, grab you some turkey, sausages, chicken sausages, beef sausages, and use that in replace of the bratwursts, okay? Absolutely you can. You can get beef hot links if you wanted to, all right? Anything, if I ever make a recipe and there's an ingredient that you're not fond of, just omit that ingredient. Don't use it, and you put in the recipe what you like so that you can enjoy the recipe as well. There's lots of people out there that feel like, oh, there's mushrooms in it, so I'm not gonna make it, or I'm not gonna try it. No, just make the recipe and don't use the mushrooms. And really, it's that simple, okay? So then, now let's put our beautiful tomatoes in. Oh yeah. Whoo, them bad boys look good right there. Girl, you are something else in that kitchen. Woo-wee. Give me just a second, everyone. Okay. So now, put your tomatoes in and let them start to cook down. And like I said, release that beautiful flavor. And it's going to release beautiful juices as well. Now we're going to season this with a little bit of salt and a little bit of cracked black pepper. And we're going to use some parsley, and the parsley is just for color. Not too much, guys. Okay, everyone, sorry about that. Dakota was talking to me in the background, and I needed to press pause for a second to talk to him. Okay, so I'm putting cracked black pepper in. All right, we have our heat on a medium heat. And I'm putting a nice amount of cracked black pepper in there. You need it. We're going to put that parsley in. Oh yeah. Give us some beautiful color. All right, and I've already put the sea salt in. So let's give it a nice stir. Let those tomatoes cook down, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do next. Whoo-wee. Look at this, guys. Does it look amazing? You better believe it does. And here's the thing. You can use any type of noodle. You want to use a linguine noodle? You want to use orecchiette? You want to use, what? Any kind of noodle. Spaghetti noodle. Absolutely you can. Okay? Okay, so you can see that our tomatoes are letting off beautiful sauce or juice. Put that tomato puree in there. Just like so. Let me try, let's see, I'll take my rubber spatula. We want to get all that goodness out of there. We don't waste anything in this kitchen. Okay? Let's put a little bit of the tomato sauce as well. in. Just mix everything just like so. Get that sausage in there, and look how nice and chunky this is going to be. With the beautiful vegetables, amazing bratwurst. Use the Hunt's puree, or if you didn't want to, just puree up some tomatoes yourself. And if you puree the tomatoes yourself, then you don't have to use that fresh tomato. Not if you didn't want to. Okay, so our next step, let's go ahead. We want to take our cannellini beans. Rinse your cannellini beans off. Pour the brine off that they're in. Put you some cannellini beans in here. Trust me when I tell you, they make a difference in this dish. It's amazing. It's like a pop of beautiful flavor when you get a piece of the bean, you know, with the bratwurst. You don't need too much. You don't have to use the whole can, but if you wanted to, you can, okay? Let's see. I think I'll put just a little tiny bit more, and that'll be it. I have a little bit there. Don't worry about that going to waste, because it will not. All right, this right here. Ooh, this is some good cooking. You all never had any good cooking before? You got to try this, or you are truly missing out. I'm going to take a little bit of the fresh basil, and I want to put a couple leaves in there. Just a couple of leaves. Normally what I'll do, and I will do that today, is put a few fresh leaves in right when we finish our dish. Okay? See this here? But I want to put some in now so that flavor can get all married down into our beautiful sauce. And a little bit of basil, a little bit, goes a long way. Trust me when I tell you this. Just kind of push it in there. And you want to turn this on low so that everything can simmer. You don't want to have it up high, because the bottom of your sauce will burn. You know, we're not trying to cook anything right now. At this moment, all we're trying to do is warm everything up and let it simmer. Okay? I'm going to let this cool down a little bit, and then I'll pull it back onto the burner. Low heat, and we're just going to let it go. I'm going to put, remember I've already salt and peppered. I'm going to put some parsley. Oh yeah, just because it's nice and beautiful. And I want to put some garlic powder. You don't want to forget the garlic powder, but you already put fresh garlic in. Why are you using garlic powder? Because I want to. Absolutely. Because I want to. All right, it gives it more flavor. Hoo-wee. Just let it simmer, be patient. Listen here, I always like to say, if you can have patience in that kitchen, oh, trust me, you're gonna have some good cooking. All right, we're gonna let this simmer for around about in half an hour. All right, and after that, we're gonna come back and we're gonna mix this in with our beautiful pasta, and we have sausage and pasta recipe, Gina Young style. Okay, everybody, so I tasted my sauce, and I do feel like I need that pinch of sugar. Just a little pinch. That's all you need. Not enough to make it sweet. Don't you dare worry about that, okay? Just a little bit to take the edge of all of that acid, okay? Just like so. And then I'm going to give it another taste and see if I've put the right amount in. You always want to taste everything that you cook. And if you don't, you won't know what others are going to taste when you feed them. Always taste your food. If you have to keep switching up spoons or washing your spoons as you go, it's okay. All right? Taste it as much as you want so that you know that you're feeding your loved ones amazing food. Because what happens if you feed your family member something and you needed to perhaps maybe re-season it? Then you're stuck. Taste it before you feed it to your people. Ooh. My goodness, that's good. Okay, everyone, you can see clearly that I have switched my sauce to a deeper pan. The reason why I did that is because I want to have enough room so that I can mix my pasta in with my sauce. And if I didn't do that, then it would overflow in the other pan. All right? Okay, so I'm putting pasta in. You put as much pasta in your dish as you would love to have. Now, there's a lot of people that like to eat their noodles underneath the sauce and pour the sauce on top. If you're that person, then you just let your sauce simmer, put your noodles at the bottom, and you present it that way. Okay? My family likes theirs mixed, so most of the time I mix the meat sauce and the pasta together. All right? Just like this. Now, we're going to use some Parmesan. You can't get away with this dish without using Parmesan. I'm going to use this kind, and then I'm also going to use the Parmesan that I showed you all in the beginning. The shaved Parmesan is what we're going to finish everyone's plate off with. Okay? So I'm going to put a nice amount in there. All right? I don't know about you all, but I like a nice amount of Parmesan. Hoo-wee! Oh yeah. Now my mouth is officially, watering. Look at this. It doesn't get any better than this. Lunchtime at the Young's house. Hoo-wee. Match made in heaven. Let's make a plate. Before we make our plate, we're going to say a nice prayer over our beautiful meal, and then we're going to dive in. Lord Jesus, we thank you for today, your love time, your mercy, and your understanding. Please forgive us for our sins. Thank you, Jesus, for the roof over our head and the food that you give us daily. Amen. Okay, everyone, we're going to take that fresh basil, just lay some pieces in there. Oh, yeah. This right here, my goodness. This basil is so fresh and it smells amazing. My word. You just kind of fold it in as you stir it. This right here. Let's make our plate. Look at this, guys. Beautiful. Make sure you season the top with a little bit of cracked black pepper. This right here is the shaved Parmesan. Put you some on there. If you want to dump the whole thing on top, don't do that. All right, let's dive in very quickly. Hooey, this is calling my name right now. Look at these huge pieces of sausage. And now you can cut your sausage smaller if you'd like to. Okay, it's up to your discretion. I want a couple of noodles with that sauce, and give me that bratwurst right there. Try this, guys. Let me know what, and you see the sauce going down into that groove. Hoo-wee, that's what I was talking about. And see that one as well? Oh yeah. If y'all enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. And as always, God bless each and every one of you. Thank you all for watching. Good night. But not before we take a bite. Take a bite, guys. Doggone, that's good. My word. Sausage with the cheese melting. Look at this. Good night. Doggone, that's good.